What's happening, gamers? It's Ran. Today, as promised, we have the anime sea goddess herself, Yareli. This frame was requested by Flame of Anor 1415 over on my latest poll on YouTube, who's been running persistent Yareli with Acarius, the mad lad. So thanks for that request. If you want to see me run a frame I haven't done yet, just let me know in the comments or watch out for the next poll. So, Yareli. Wow, was I surprised by this one. I've seen a ton of complaints online about how difficult Yareli is to get the cap solo or even just to play in general. So I was gearing up for a pretty tough run. Ran her first against Grenier to 105 exos and actually forgot to record it. So went in again and the rotation was Corpus. Either way, against Grenier or against Corpus, she really surprised me, not having played her outside of MR previously. Let's start out with her kit. Yareli's one is Sea Snares. This creates 5 water globules that seek out enemies, damaging and immobilizing them. That's not really mainly what we're using it for. It's actually the other part of the ability, which gives up to 100% damage vulnerability when they're hit. Her 2 is Merulina, the original K-Drive. We actually aren't riding Merulina in this build, but instead using the augment Loyal Merulina so that it follows us around. Merulina will also cast an additional sea snare with its augment every 0.5 seconds at 175% efficiency, which we get from the combination of Streamline, Boreal's Hatred and Seismic Bond on our pet. This second instance of sea snares doubles up with the one that we cast to give a double effect, basically meaning more damage, which is obviously great. This damage then pairs up with the 3, which I've subsumed on Xata's Whisper, and Yareli's signature weapon Kompressa, allowing us just to destroy Thrax and enemies all the way through to level cap with ease. Survivability is a complaint I see online all the time about Yareli too, and that's where the Merulina gate tech comes into play. When you cast Merulina, you gain a 4-second invulnerability window, aka a full grey bar on your health, so you can't be damaged at all. So instead of shield gating, you have an on-command full grey bar. Just tap her 2 twice to unsummon, then resummon Merulina, and you get that 4 seconds every time. Additionally, Merulina gives ragdoll immunity and knockdown resist as well. This makes Yareli an active and really fun frame to play, and overall very safe if you're actually tuned into that timing of uncasting and recasting Merulina, which you can see as usual in the gameplay. At times I was not. I got the build ideas and learned this tech from watching a video from one of the level cap goats, Ninjas. Their channel and the videos will be in the description below if you want to see the science and the exact numbers behind how everything works in more detail. Last part of Yareli's kit is her 4. This is an absolute beast of an ability and is pure dopamine hit every time you use it. With Riptide, Yareli casts a crushing maelstrom vortex of water on the map, sucking all the enemies into it, ragdolling them up in the air. Obviously, overguarded enemies aren't affected by this, but Riptide combined with Sea Snares, Xatas and her bubble gun is just a screen full of multicolored numbers, enemies exploding everywhere all the way through to level cap. Super fun, super fun. It's a great ability for CC effect as well, which helps massively while you're solo. Once you press the 4 again, it'll explode the vortex out the way, knocking enemies down, allowing for even more CC and doing an extra 50% damage per enemy in the vortex. Then you just cast it again and you have the cycle repeating itself. Overall, absolutely awesome ability for running solo. Energy on Yareli didn't really find to be a challenge. I ran Archon Stretch on the build with diriga combined with Energy Nexus and had no trouble at all right the way through the level cap. For the arcanes, I ran Arcane Precision and Velocity to increase the fire rate and damage on Kompressa. As you've seen in the builds, Kompressa is built out as the main damage dealer and synergizes well with her abilities, keeping up with the bubble theme of Sea Snares, the Xata bubbles and the bubble gun. I also had Zoras on for melee influence with water and electric kind of vibe, and that helped with acolytes, but outside that didn't really use it too much in the run. Overall, I had a ton of fun with Yareli over the 2 runs that I played and was pleasantly surprised at how well she played and how strong she actually is to run level cap with solo, which I wasn't expecting at all. I don't have a particular frame set up for the next run, so totally open to suggestions from any of the ones I have left to do. Thanks for checking out the run as always, and any help in battling the algo overlords would go a long way with a like, comment and share on the video. If you've listened this far, a sub would be the best way to support and keep up to date with the latest runs in the series. Outside that, it's enough yapping, enjoy the gameplay, and until next time lads, take it easy.
Good.